Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles Simmons, and welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamers Pro Show. Oh, Lord. Where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment. We want to give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And today we're going to be talking about that damn Ben Simmons again. But before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. So we're back. Okay? We're back. Ben Simmons is back. Ben Simmons is back. For those of you who've been following the channel, you already know what I think about Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons is one of the biggest jokers we got going on in the NBA. But he's unreal. Ben Simmons is just absolutely unbelievable. This joker said, again, coming into this season, they don't know who I am. They don't know who I am. They forgot not to play. They forgot not to play. Ben Simmons was up there talking hella you know what in media day before the season started about what he gonna do. I think his trainer man, the word gonna shock the world. Ben gonna shock the world. Ben gonna shock the world. So before I even get into the meat and potatoes of today's show, let's look at Ben Simmons' stats this season. Uncle Ben this season has played 33 games. All right. He said he was coming back with a vengeance. He came back with a vengeance, averaging 6.2 points per game on 54% shooting. You can't make this up. 0% shooting from the three. Attempted 0 shots. He's shooting 69% from the free throw line. You're like, man, that's an improvement. He hasn't shot that high ever in his career. The only difference is he's only attempting 0.8 free throws a game and 0.5. So God knows he must not have even attempted more than 5 to 10 free throws. He's getting you 6.9 assists, 2.7 turnovers, 5.2 rebounds, half a block per game in 25 minutes, making over $40 million. That's Uncle Ben for you. Ben Simmons, Uncle Ben. So just when I thought that we were all done even hearing it from Ben Simmons, I came across a clip today from Shams where he was talking about Ben Simmons and the Nets are working on a buyout, which means that Ben Simmons could potentially be out of the NBA if no team picks him up. But before we even get into this audio, today's video is brought to you by our sponsor, Prize Picks. Prize Picks is America's #1 daily fantasy sports with over 10 million members. Prize Picks makes it easy to get real money action on the sports and players you love. You pick more or less on at least 2 for a shot to win up to 100 times your cash. For example, this week on Prize Picks, I'm looking at the upcoming NBA schedule and selecting Stephen Curry for more than 29 points and Kevin Durant for more than 27 points and Anthony Davis for more than 12 rebounds and Luka Doncic for more than 8 assists. If you're like me and you like to play it safe, you'll love Prize Picks' new feature, Flex Plays. It's the safest way to play. You can still cash out even if your lineup isn't perfect. Plus, you can double your money even if one of your picks doesn't hit. On top of this, Prize Picks puts their members first, so all withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. When my picks hit, I can get my money as quick as in 15 minutes. So download the Prize Picks app today and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly when you play $5. That's code CLNS on Prize Picks to get $50 instantly when you play $5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. And remember, whenever you support this sponsor, you're supporting this channel. Thank you. What we'd like to do now is a quick soundbite, maybe 30 seconds, is play what Shams had to say here on SportsCenter. And then we're going to come back and continue on the show. Take a listen to Shams here.
All right, so the deadline is passed. There are still moves to be made. What should we keep an eye on in the coming days?
Linda, one player to monitor in the buyout market is Ben Simmons. I'm told that he and the Brooklyn Nets are working toward a potential buyout. The Clippers and Cavaliers, from my understanding, are among the teams considering Ben Simmons in a buyout. He does prefer to play for a contending team in the second half of this NBA season.
I don't have to tell you, this is one of the craziest, insane deadlines I can ever remember. So Shams.
So you heard what Shams had to say. What are my thoughts about this? I think it's important that we bring it up. Ben Simmons, at the early stages of his career, was being compared to LeBron James, believe it or not. people were saying that this guy was going to be the second coming of LeBron James because of his height, his court vision, his strength, his speed, his ability to run the fast break, his athleticism. But Ben Simmons took it upon himself to never improve his basketball game. And he got worse and worse and worse. Ben Simmons stopped improving as an NBA player in 2019-20. Then he had that debacle of a playoff series. I forgot against what team they played. I forgot the team they played against. Doc Rivers had those infamous comments. Ben Simmons essentially decided to pout. Said he wanted out. Made a big fuss about it. Get me traded. Misbehaving at the training camp. Ended up in Brooklyn. Got to Brooklyn talking about, man, I'm about to make a comeback. Then saw how KD and these boys were getting their asses handed to them in the playoffs. Ben Simmons, all of a sudden, his back hurts. He can't play. And ever since then, it's just been a downhill spiral for Ben Simmons. And now we're at the point where it's 7 years into his career. He has not improved as a basketball player. There are rumors of him only caring about the ladies and the gram and flossing and getting his money. And now he finds himself in a situation where he could potentially be out of the NBA for good. In the last 4 years, Ben Simmons has not played over 42 games in the NBA. Over 42 games. And now we're looking at a buyout, which means that Ben Simmons will then be in the buyout market, be a free agent. So the question then becomes, what if nobody picks up Ben Simmons in free agency? What if nobody picks him up? It means that Ben Simmons could be out of the NBA in less than 7 seasons. You went from being compared to LeBron James to being out of the NBA in 7 seasons. How does that work? How does that work? How does that even happen? And who do we have to blame? Nobody but Ben. People say, okay, is his injuries? What does your injuries have to do with you improving your free throw shooting percentage? How are you going to blame that on your injuries? How do you blame that? They try to do everything. But then the thing that used to annoy people is that Ben would then have the nerve to post all of these highlight videos of him in the summertime shooting jumpers. Looking out there looking like Larry Bird. Then you get into the game and you can't even find any of these things. It was like, wait, he doesn't have the confidence to shoot, but he has the confidence to pick up that money. I said it. You don't got the confidence to shoot, but you got the confidence to go to the bank and pick up all of them M's. I'm lost. You're being paid to improve. What people don't get is that Ben Simmons, the money that he's getting paid now, this $40 million, $35 million earned last year, is based off of what they projected you were going to do. Ben Simmons did a certain thing after his rookie contract. So they gave him money expecting, oh, this guy's going to do this in the future. And what Ben did was absolutely regress. He regressed. So he even cheated the teams that were paying him on future production based on what he produced. So he cheated those teams. They paid him that money expecting the same level of production or more going into the future. And what Ben did was give him less. And now I'm hearing some potential teams that could be looking at him as the Clippers or whatever it is. But it don't matter. He can go to the Clippers and not make a difference at all. He's going to go to the Clippers and come off the bench. You ain't going to start him. You're going to have him in the second unit, maybe running the point guard, running the offense. Maybe in some certain defensive situations, put him in there to play. But this is what Ben Simmons has been reduced to. A glorified role player getting paid $40 million. This is what Ben Simmons has been reduced to. It's a sad story. But Ben has nobody to blame but himself. No one. Absolutely no one to blame but himself. It's a sad story. These are my thoughts. Whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts and comments in the comments section. We catch you guys on the next show. Peace.